And that's all she wrote. So, like a dummy in the beginning, if y'all remember, I cut this plug off. That was my accessory plug. Not thinking about the fact that I needed it. I was just going to hardwire straight to the wires. And I still could have. I probably should have, but whatever. So I put that all back together, plugged the fuel pump relay wires into it. So now the fuel pump's hooked up. Here's the horn relay plug. I think I am going to tape that. Let me see. Gauge is all wired in. I'm not exactly sure what I'm showing you right now, so I'm sorry if it looks like crap. There's the green wire going to the tach. That's wired in to the, see the white and green wire right there? That's going to the fuel pump relay, as well as the feed wire on the harness. Got all my gauges wired up. That's the ignition switch. Gauge. There's gauges around somewhere. Got the headlight wires hooked up. Everything's done. So, wiring has come to a close. This right here is for the hazard lights, which I don't have. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Probably cut it off, because I'll never have hazard lights in my life in this thing. As soon as I get the tubing figured out for the temp gauge, I guess you can't see that. No, you really can't see it. As soon as I get the tubing for the temp gauge figured out, then I can put the radio back in, get all that hooked up. This is to the electric wipers. This is to turn the amp on that's going to go inside the radio. Other than that, everything's done. I got to finish screwing the dash back in. Got to replace the... I was going to pull the intake off. I don't think I'm going to. Just because I'm trying to actually use this thing sometime. And soon it's going to be crazy hot. It's almost June. So my days are numbered. So I'm probably going to put the ignition wires and all that back on. Get the alternator on, get that squared away. Then I have to replace the trunk floor, which is this humongous box right there. And there's the radio and all that. And put the gas tank in, install the fuel pump, wire that up. That's nothing. I mean, that's going to take a day once the floor is done. I don't know how long that's going to take, because it's pretty much half the trunk floor. I want to notch at the same time, but at the same time I don't, because I just want to drive this thing. I might worry about that later if I can get away with it. I know I'll have clearance between the axle and the frame. It's just a matter of shock length. That was the whole reason I was going to notch it now. But anyway, wiring's 99% done. There we have it.